Today, we are going to be talking about two topics. We're going to be talking about the home inspection, and we're going to be giving a brief update on the fall market. Now, as we've mentioned in previous videos, home inspections are back on the table. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. What we are receiving from sellers in terms of questions are, how do I prepare for the home inspection? And aside from having the house clean and show ready, it should be clean and show ready for the inspection, there should be a reasonable expectation that the seller leaves the house during the home inspection. Now, this might seem counterintuitive. Why would I leave my own home when it's being inspected? The home inspection is paid for by the buyer, and it is really the buyer's opportunity to go through the house
in more detail,
get to know the house a little better. And it's oftentimes the most stressful part of the entire sale process for the seller, because here you've got this guy up on your roof, he's running all your appliances, the fireplace is on, there's buyers wandering around. And so that can be a stressful process for some sellers.
And I think too, you don't want that stress to be relayed to the buyers or even the inspector that there's any issues. And it's, being stressed about it is a very common feeling.
Yeah. And so it's just important to let the buyer have that time with their inspector, because we have seen a few instances where the seller has shown up during the home inspection, which has taken the buyer by surprise and has taken the inspector by surprise. One of the things that is coming up a lot this fall are trees. We are seeing a lot of questions, not only about ash trees on the property, but I think because the ash trees are such a concern, it's prompted other tree related questions. Everything from how close is the tree to the actual house. We're seeing dead branches on other trees. So tree maintenance has interestingly come up far more often than it has in the past.
And I think the other piece of the market we want to point out too is our inventory is starting to rise. Yes. Even though some of the data, maybe metro wide may not show it quite yet, but we are seeing it here, in September coming into October. Inventory is really starting to creep up. I think sellers are starting to put their houses back on the market. Mm-hmm. I think that rate cut in September, even though not completely related to interest rates, is going to help the mindset of our market. And I think that's really going to impact it.
And we're seeing that more on the call level too. The calls seem to be coming more from prospective sellers than buyers, which is a little shift from what we were seeing earlier in the spring. If we can answer any questions for you, or if you have any suggestions for a future topic you'd like us to talk about, feel free to drop us a message and let us know. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.